Hello everyone, it is Tuesday today and today we are going to be making some 2D and 3D shapes. So yesterday we recognised them and named them and today we're going to be making them. So we will of course have a warm up, but we're going to have a very fun and exciting physical activity day today by making some 2D and 3D shapes. So let's get going and moving on to the fun stuff. 2D and 3D shapes. So let's get ready. 2D and 3D shapes, true or false? So number one says you can pick some 3D shape up. Can you do that, true or false? So that is true. Yes, you can pick up 3D shapes. Number two, you can pick up some 2D shapes. So that is false. A 2D shape cannot be physically held because it has no depth. It is completely flat. Number three, all 3D shapes are bigger than 2D shapes. That is false. You could have a massive 2D shaped rectangle, for example, and you could have a tiny 3D sphere, which is smaller than the square or rectangle. Number four, some 2D shapes can be made through printing with the faces of 3D shapes. That is true. Well done if you got any of them right. So let's get learning. So this little boy has a box. It is now opening and it has made a net. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we will be looking at next today to help us make some 3D shapes, and that is how we're going to do it. This little boy, he has a cuboid. However, he has cut it in half now and he has now made 2 cubes. So these lovely 3 children have made a cube. However, they've made it by using lots of different things, and it's very clear about the shape then. And again here, so all they have used is some straws, we could call them, and maybe some blue tack, and they have built it together. And there they have made a pyramid. So can you make any 2D shapes? Can you combine your 2D shapes to make any 3D shapes? So this is what we're going to be focusing on today. I would love you to make some 2D shapes by drawing some different shapes, and also by making some 3D shapes. You can then have a little look at what 2D shapes are on your 3D shapes. So let's have a little look at some examples now. So this little girl has made a shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you have a little think about what shape we would call that? If it's got 6 sides, it would be a hexagon. So now she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 different pieces of material. We'll call them straws for now. What could she make? And then some more there. So have a little think. What could she do to use these 4, and what shape could she make? So she has used those 4 and she has made a square, and then she's also made a rectangle as well out of those. These are our 2D shape word map, just to remind you of all the different 2D shapes that we can be looking at. So choose the ones that you're most confident with and recognise the most. So I would recommend circle, rectangle, triangle and square are our most common shapes in year 2, so please make sure you're doing them. If you want to challenge yourself, of course, move on to pentagon, heptagon and the rest as well. So you're just drawing these and colouring them in for a bit of fun, and then we will also move on to making some 3D shapes, which I will explain next. So now we are looking at a 3D shape, which is a cone. However, this is just the netting. So once you've cut it out and glued it all together, it will then look like a cone. If of course you aren't able to print this off, then I would ask you to go round your house and see if you can find any 3D shapes. If of course you're lucky enough to be able to build any at home by using straws and blue tack or something very creative, please do so as well, and we would love to see these pictures as well.